mic check, streaming, mic check.
Good evening, everyone. Before we begin tonight's ceremony, I'd ask that you please silence your phones. And at this time, if you are able, please rise for the arrival of our official party and our graduating students. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. I invite you to remove your hats and join us in honoring our nation with the singing of the national anthem performed by our very own institutional security officer, Michael DeStefano.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early life what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watched were so gallantly streamly, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Mike. Please be seated. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for braving the weather to get here. My name is Neil Sullivan. I have the honor of being the director of the Aviation Maintenance Technology program here. I also have the honor of being your MC for this evening. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and College Administration, I welcome you to the Plymouth Aviation Center. I'd like to begin by recognizing a few special guests from our Board of Trustees, Dr. Laura Newsted, everybody else got caught in the weather, I guess. That's okay. Mr. Sean Benners, not here yet, but he will be. He's from MassDOT Aeronautics. And it's great to see so many friends and family in the audience. I'd also like to recognize our facilities team and our IT team, along with a host of admin assistants, advisors, recruiters, and so on. Linda, Anna, Shelly, Kimmy, Siobhan, Gail, Joanne, David. I'm sure there's more that I'm missing, but thank you all for making tonight possible. We're also joined by AMT faculty this evening. Together, this faculty represents more than 600 years of combined aviation maintenance experience, over 300 years of military service across every branch of the armed services, more than 40,000 hours of flight time as a aircrew or a pilot, They bring an extensive range of industry certifications, leadership experience, and specialized training. And we are lucky to have them here volunteering to share that knowledge with our students. So faculty, please rise so you can be recognized. To our graduating students, you've made it. Past 24 months have been long nights, early mornings, busted knuckles, a little bit of stress, but you're here and you deserve to be here tonight. Congratulations. And last but not least, to the moms, dads, husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, children, aunts, uncles, grandparents, friends, and other loved ones. These graduates would not be here without your support. So graduates, please stand up and applaud your friends and family. And now it's my pleasure to introduce the chair of the Cape Cod Community College Board of Trustees, Mrs. Tammy Sabin.
Thank you, Neil. Welcome, students. This is an exciting night. Welcome, family and friends. We appreciate all your support and that you're here. And thank you, faculty, for getting these students here tonight. I'm truly honored to be with you as we gather to celebrate your successful completion of a very rigorous course of study and lab work. And for all of you aviation maintenance students. This milestone is not just the end of a chapter, but the beginning of a career dedicated to safety, precision, and excellence in aviation, something we all are going to rely on as we travel the skies. Aviation maintenance is the backbone of flight. Every aircraft that takes to the skies depends on the skills and the knowledge and dedication of professionals like you. Your commitment to learning, your perseverance through challenges, and your passion for this field have brought you here today. As you receive your pen, let it symbolize not only your accomplishment, but also the trust placed in you to safeguard lives and ensure the integrity of every aircraft you touch. We are proud of your hard work, and we look forward to seeing the impact you will make in the aviation industry. On behalf of the Cape Cod Community College Board of Trustees, we applaud your success. Congratulations to this well-deserved honor. And now I would like to introduce Dr. Green, our Vice President of Academic Affairs.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to echo what Chair Sabin said, and just to say a huge congratulations to all of you tonight on this prestigious honor. So we are so thrilled that you decided to start your careers here at Four Seas, and also hope that you will continue to share your knowledge with us when you come back as alumni. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Green. I had to find that in my notes. Just over 120 years ago, the Wright brothers achieved the first powered flight. And behind that moment was a man named Charles Taylor, the mechanic who designed, built, and maintained the engine that made flight possible. In many ways, he was the first aviation maintenance technician. In just over a century, aviation has moved from the first short flight to landing men on the moon, and now into an era of unmanned systems, electrical aircraft, and advanced autonomy. The technology has changed at a pace few industries have ever seen, but one thing has not changed. In aviation maintenance, there are three pillars that define success: safety, integrity, and hard work. And when those pillars are upheld, they lead to one essential outcome: trust. Every time somebody steps onto an aircraft, they're placing their trust in the professionals who maintain it. That trust is earned through discipline, accountability, and a commitment to doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. The students graduating tonight are the next generation of Charles Taylors. They will be the ones maintaining aircraft in a world that looks very different from 1903, but where the responsibility is just as great. It's my honor to introduce tonight our keynote speaker, a leader who understands that trust from both sides, someone who has earned it and relied on it throughout his entire career. Dr. Jeff DiCarlo is the president and CEO of Mass Autonomy, where he leads work advancing innovative aviation systems, connected autonomy, and the future of integrated air, surface, and maritime transportation. He previously served for more than 9 years as administrator of MassDOT Aeronautics Division, overseeing aviation safety, infrastructure, and workforce development across the Commonwealth. A former U.S. Air Force fighter pilot and a graduate from the Air Force's equivalent to Top Gun, which is really cool. And an airline pilot with over 10,000 flight hours, Dr. DiCarlo spent a career operating environments where trust is not optional, it's essential. Please join me in welcoming our keynote speaker, Dr. Jeff DiCarlo.
Thanks so much, Neil. I'm so happy to be here. I'm super excited. This is the first time I've been here for a tour since 2017, and the changes are just amazing. In my doctoral work, I focused on virtual reality for education, training, and workforce development. And to see the Airbus room now, oh my God, turn those things on. I want to see that. But just fantastic. Happy to be here. To the graduates, the families, the friends, the faculty, distinguished guests, it's just a pleasure. It's an honor to be with you here today. I have had the privilege of standing on many airfields, in many briefings and many control towers, but there's something uniquely meaningful about standing in front of the newest generation of aviation maintenance technicians. And I really mean that, because today's about your future, but just as importantly is about the future of aviation itself. And aviation needs you. This day marks both an ending and a beginning, both an achievement and an invitation to a remarkable future. Today we celebrate not only what you have accomplished, but what you will go on to do for aviation, for your communities, and for the world. Graduations are always important, but this one carries an additional weight because of the profession you are entering. Aviation maintenance is not just another technical field, it's not just another job. It is a calling, one defined by precision, responsibility, teamwork, and a deep commitment to safety. And today, you join the ranks of the professionals who make aviation possible. Across the aviation ecosystem, from commercial airlines to military operations, from business jets to emerging advanced aviation and advanced air mobility systems, there's one universal truth. None of it works without the skilled, dedicated, and trusted maintenance technicians. You're stepping into a profession that has always been essential, always been respected, and has always been central to aviation's past, present, and future. Let me briefly offer one real-world example of what the legacy can look like. A friend and colleague of mine, Denise Garcia, began her career at age 17 as an aircraft maintenance technician in the United States Air Force. She started out exactly where you are starting today, learning systems, earning trust, taking responsibility for aircraft safety. Over time, through professionalism, integrity, and technical excellence, her career grew. And just a few months ago, Denise was appointed the permanent administrator of the Massachusetts Department of Transportation Aeronautics Division, responsible for aviation safety, infrastructure, and policy across the Commonwealth. I share that simply to underscore one point. This profession does not limit your future, it opens it. You're the people that kept me safe through all the flight hours, all the years of aviation operations. And before I talk about where aviation is going, I want to talk about where I came from, because it shaped the respect I have for you, including the flying of the high-performance aircraft, and as an airline pilot. With that, and this is very, very true, Every single day my life depended on men and women like you. You know, you've heard about my background. I had complete trust in the people that were maintaining the aircraft and the people that were my true colleagues out on the flight line, in the trenches, making things happen and making sure that everything was safe and professionally accomplished. Every scramble, every training sortie, every carrier of passengers, none of it was would have been possible without the expert maintenance professionals who work long hours in all weather, day and night, to make sure the aircraft was safe. People sometimes thank pilots for the safe flight. Pilots know better. So we know that the aircraft was safe long before we ever climbed in the cockpit. We know who ensures the mission can happen. We know who finds the problem that no one else sees. We know who owns the responsibility when the stakes are at their highest. Your future profession is one of deep responsibility, precise technical skill, and unshakable integrity. It's a calling, not just a career, and I hope you feel the pride you deserve in this graduation day. I'm proud of you, and I'm so happy to meet you. And it's a profession of purpose. It's rooted in purpose. You will perform tasks that require extraordinary attention to detail. You will apply knowledge that most people do not even realize exists. You'll make decisions that directly support the safety of others, and you will do all of this quietly, professionally, and often without public recognition. Yet within the aviation community, those who understand the system know exactly how important you are. When a pilot takes off, the confidence they feel, the confidence I felt, is built on your professionalism. When passengers travel across the country or around the world, their safety is supported by your diligence. When new technologies and new aircraft emerge, their success depends on your expertise. Your work is not abstract. It's not theoretical. It is real, tangible, and essential. You ensure safety in an industry where safety is the foundation of everything. You're joining a profession grounded in purpose, unlike many fields where the consequences of a mistake might be inconvenience or inefficiency. Aviation maintenance is different. It's a profession where your decisions carry real weight. It's where the profession where technical precision intersects with human responsibility, and it's a profession governed by a simple truth. In aviation, safety is everything. Aviation maintenance technicians do not seek the spotlight. You rarely appear in public announcements or feature articles. Most passengers never meet you. They do not observe your work. They may not know the remarkable depth of knowledge and expertise required to do your job well, and yet all of aviation depends on you. Every safe takeoff and landing are made possible by the skilled professionals who ensure that aircraft are worthy of flight. You. That is a responsibility you now share. Today, you join a community of professionals who value integrity, technical mastery, problem solving, and unwavering commitment. You are stepping into a career where trust is foundational. Pilots trust maintainers. Passengers trust maintainers. Aviation organizations trust maintainers. And that trust is earned through consistency, diligence, and excellence. The work of an aviation maintenance technician is demanding. It requires meticulous attention to detail, requires adherence to procedure. It requires the humility to ask questions and the confidence to make decisions. It requires implementing complex technical knowledge under real-world constraints. And most importantly, it requires integrity, because aviation maintenance is a profession where integrity directly supports life and safety. This is an honorable profession, and you should take immense pride in becoming part of it. Today you join a profession of purpose, and with that purpose comes extraordinary opportunity. Before we look ahead, let us honor the journey that brought you to this day, and it's been alluded to already, but this program is demanding. It required intelligence, discipline, persistence, and a willingness to grow. You learned about systems, structures, tools, and techniques. You learned about regulations, documentation, procedures, and standards. You learned to think critically, work collaboratively, and solve problems methodically. But you learned something deeper as well. You learned what it means to be accountable for work that matters. Throughout your training, you worked through challenges, setbacks, and doubt. You had days where everything clicked, and Neil mentioned that, and days when nothing did. You juggled responsibilities, sacrifices, and long hours, and yet you stayed the course. You're here because you earned it. Your families earned a part of that of today's celebration as well. Their support, whether emotional, financial, or simply the encouragement to keep going, has carried you through countless hours of work and study. To your families, friends, and loved ones here today, thank you for standing behind the graduates. Really appreciate that. Your instructors deserve acknowledgement as well. They provide the knowledge, the mentorship, and high expectations that shaped you into capable professionals. Their dedication prepared you not just to complete this program, but to thrive in an industry you are entering. To all the faculty and staff who have invested in these students, thank you. Graduation's never a solo accomplishment, it's a shared victory. And today we honor every part of that support system that helped you reach this milestone. I want to acknowledge the incredible work you've done to get here, the tests, the labs, the long nights studying systems. You learned how to think critically and to work as a team. And most importantly, you have learned to be professionals that others depend on. Now let's talk about your future. And let me be very clear, you're entering this field at the most exciting moment in more than half a century. Aviation is not just changing, it's accelerating. And much of that acceleration is happening in areas tied to your skill sets. It's undergoing a transformation, aviation is, at a scale and pace matched only by a few moments in history. The transition from wood and fabric aircraft to metal, the introduction of the jet engine, the emergence of global air travel. Each of those moments reshaped aviation, and today you are stepping into another such moment. Across the industry, innovation is accelerating. Advanced propulsions, electric, hybrid, hydrogen. I'm working on those things right now, the innovation behind that. We need you all, and we need you out there with us. They're reshaping how aircraft are powered. Advanced air mobility, another area that I'm very, very well acquainted with. It's becoming real. The movement of people and goods from places not previously served or underserved. Amazing with new types of aircraft. Uncrewed aircraft systems, UAS, drones are expanding into logistics, inspections, emergency response, infrastructure, and public safety. Counter-UAS technologies are emerging as critical tools for airspace security. And data-driven predictive maintenance, huge. It's revolutionizing how aircraft reliability is managed. Digital twins, advanced materials, integrated avionics are redefining technical foundations of flight. New generations of avionics and sensors and automation and autonomy. Massive demand for skilled technicians across the commercial, military, and emerging industries. And they're not incremental changes, they're transformational. I would say in some cases revolutionary. And they create pathways for your careers that previous generations could not have imagined. Every new aircraft platform requires technicians. Every new technology requires maintenance. Every system requires maintenance. Every innovation requires human oversight. And this means you are really graduating at a perfect time, and I mean that. Manufacturers need you, maintenance organizations need you, emerging advanced mobility companies like the ones I mentioned with the advanced mobility technology workforce development team, they need you. Defense and security sectors need you. And so right now the demand for skilled technicians has never been greater. In fact, industry forecasts predict a global shortage of aviation maintenance professionals extending well into the 20s and 30s and 2040s. That means that your skills, your training, your professionalism will be in high demand for decades. You're not entering a shrinking field, you're entering an expanding one. And that expansion comes with opportunity. Opportunities to choose where you work, how you advance, and how you shape your professional journey. They create new career pathways, new opportunities to lead, and new systems that will rely on your judgment, your training, and your professionalism. Every new aircraft needs you. Every new mission needs you, and every new technology needs you. The core advantage you bring is your professionalism and your integrity. And excellence in aviation is not a bonus, it's a requirement. Your work must be meticulous, it must be precise, and it's something you need to practice every day. Why? Because aviation operates on a principle that is simple and it's profound. Safety is non-negotiable. In aviation, excellence and safety are inseparable. And your role, the work you perform, the decisions you make, the standards you uphold directly supports that safety every time an aircraft moves. Integrity is equally essential. Aviation maintenance is a profession where shortcuts are unacceptable, where honesty and transparency are critical, where you must be confident enough to ask the questions, bold enough to speak up, and disciplined enough to follow procedures even when no one's watching. Integrity is not something you declare, it's something you demonstrate through your actions, your consistency, and your unwavering commitment to do what is right. As you begin your careers, let excellence and integrity be the foundation on which you build everything else. You will soon discover that your career is built not only by what you know, but on who you choose to be. So let me offer 4 qualities I saw in every great maintenance professional I work with. There's a pride in workmanship, and a good technician does the job. A great technician signs their name to the work with confidence. Integrity when no one's watching. Aircraft don't care about excuses. They respond only to what is true, what is correct, and what is safe. Attention to detail. Small vibration, a subtle sound, a temperature that's a little off. Your ability to notice the unexpected will save lives. And I found throughout my career that I would have to get about 500 hours in an aircraft before I really understood it, the sounds, the smells, and those kinds of things. You'll find the same thing. You really will. The commitment to the team. Aviation is a team sport. It really is. The pilots, the dispatchers, the controllers, the engineers, and the maintainers, they all rely on one another. And you'll get really acquainted to each one and the roles. As a team endeavor, every safe, successful flight is the result of a coordinated flight across many effort across many roles. And the aviation system only works when every person in the chain takes their responsibility seriously. I want you to walk out of here with 3 thoughts. Number 1, you matter more than you know. Every mission, every airline departure, every safe flight begins with you. As you launch your careers, think about the impact it will have on the world around you. You will support flight operations that connect people across states, countries, and continents. Aviation is not just about moving aircraft, it's about moving people, ideas, opportunities, and hope. And you will make that possible. Your work will protect lives, your work will support progress, and your work will influence the future. And that is something to be proud of. Aviation, the second item is aviation's counting on you. We need you. You're in high demand. We want you out there. And thirdly, your career can take you anywhere. Commercial airlines, cargo operations, business aviation, military aviation, space and aerospace, advanced air mobility, UAS operations, manufacturing, maintenance, repair, overhaul, emerging technology companies, public agencies. And I'm here to tell you, they need you and they want you. So there's global demand for you and what you know now. And we look forward to, growing that with you. And one of the most exciting aspects of entering aviation today is to ensure that you continually learn and grow. Technology will evolve. It's really evolving at a rapid rate. And those changes will come, and there'll be opportunities associated with them. And, you'll be able to develop new skills, new certifications, and the like. Be curious. Be ambitious. Seek out training and advancement. Pursue additional credentials. Learn new technology. Stay ahead of the curve. So here's my challenge to you. Be the person others depend on. Be the technician whose aircraft pilots trust with their lives. Be the professional who chooses excellence every day. Be the leader who teaches others. Because the future of aviation isn't built in a conference room. It's built on the hangar floor. It's built with your hands, your skills, and your commitment to safety and innovation. In closing, the future of aviation starts with you. The aircraft of tomorrow, the systems of tomorrow, all of them depend on people like you to build, maintain, and sustain. You are the next generation of aviation professionals, and industry is ready for you. Today is more than a celebration, it's a transition, a moment that marks your entry into the profession with unlimited potential. Before I close, I want to add one final thought. I had the honor of serving as administrator of Massachusetts Department of Transportation Aeronautics Division for 9 years. During that time, I worked closely with Denise Garcia and watched her leadership grow. And when I transitioned from public service to the private sector, I wholeheartedly recommended her to the Secretary of Transportation to be the acting administrator because she had earned the trust of the aviation community, and that ultimately led to the governor selecting her to be the administrator of Mass DOT Aeronautics Division. I share that, again, not to elevate a title, but to reinforce a principle. Leadership in aviation is earned through competence, integrity, and service, and often beginning on the hangar floor. And that's true for Denise. Congratulations to each of you. Your future is bright, your profession is noble, and the work you will matter in ways that few careers do. I want to close by saying something I wish every maintenance technician heard on their graduation day, and that's thank you. Thank you for choosing a profession that protects lives. Thank you for choosing a field that demands excellence. Thank you for joining the ranks of men and women who make aviation possible. And from my years as a fighter pilot to my time flying commercial aircraft, I have never forgotten the maintainers who kept me safe. I respected them then, I respect them now, and I respect you because you are about to join their ranks. Congratulations, graduates. You've earned the moment. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. DiCarlo. Appreciate that. At this point in our ceremony is when we usually invite our FAA representative to join us, but unfortunately, he couldn't make it. However, his job when he's here is to hand out the FAA award, which is something that we will do, even in his absence. So I'll do my best Dave Cardulo impression. I won't, but the FAA award is given to a student who has demonstrated exceptional commitment, technical skill, and professionalism throughout their time in the Aviation Maintenance Technology program, and who has successfully completed full FAA certification. This milestone reflects years of discipline, focus, and hard work. And I just wanted to take a brief second here. To get fully FAA certified, our students have to pass each module, take 3 written exams, and do 3 sections of oral and practical exams. They're not eligible to take that final written test until they're done with all of their finals. Finals just ended Wednesday. So the fact that any of them got that done is pretty impressive. Unfortunately tonight, our FAA award recipient is not with us. He is in Texas interviewing with American Airlines. So we wish Brighton Turner luck with his interview. But he does have somebody here, I believe, important with him. Carson Turner, are you here, bud? Come on up here, buddy. Brighton, if you're watching on the live stream, this award recognizes not only your achievement as an aviation maintenance professional, but the example you are setting for your son and for everyone who has supported you along the way. Here. Carson, you want to make a speech? All right. Carson, your dad has spent the last 2 years making sacrifices, including time away from you, to build a better life for you and your family. This moment is part of that effort, and it's something you should both be very proud of. Congratulations, Brian. All right, so that's a tearjerker for its own reason. Let's move on to one more. So this evening we need to say goodbye to somebody. Someone who has been part of this aviation maintenance technology program since its very beginning. Professor Judd Goldberg has been with this program since 2016, back when we were still figuring things out and building something from the ground up. From day one, Judd has helped shape the culture and the standards that still define AMT today. His belief in this program and in our students never wavered. In the classroom, Judd brought real-world experience, high expectations, and a strong sense of responsibility. His students learned more than technical skills. They learned accountability, pride in their work, and what it means to do things the right way in a profession where safety matters. Judd's impact went far beyond teaching. He served as a student advisor for the Alpha Eta Rho fraternity, mentoring students as they both grew academically and personally. Through CCAPE, he introduced high school students to aviation and helped spark interest in careers they may not have otherwise considered. As a student coach for the AMT competition, he challenged students to work as a team, perform under pressure, and believe in their abilities. And what really speaks to Judd's character is what he did quietly, outside of the program. Judd would take donated laptops, he would refurbish them, and donate them to children in underserved communities, all while continuing to run Judd's small engine repair. He never did it for recognition, he did it because it mattered. Judd, your contributions to this program are lasting and your impact will be felt long after today. On behalf of all of us at Cape Cod Community College and the Aviation Maintenance Technology Program, thank you for everything you've given to us, to our students, to our program, and to our community. You will be missed. Come on up here. From all of the faculty and staff here, and a handmade koozie by Rob Potter's mother. All right. Allergies are really kicking up, huh? Each year, the Aviation Maintenance Technology Program presents the Faculty Excellence Award. This recognition is especially meaningful because it's selected by the students themselves. This award honors a faculty member who has made a lasting impact through dedication, clarity, mentorship, and professionalism. It's not about being the loudest voice in the room or the strictest instructor. It's about being consistent, approachable, and committed to student success. Students were asked to reflect on the faculty member who showed up for them day after day. Someone who set high standards, explained the material clearly, and took time to make sure the students truly understood it. This year, the choice was clear and quite impressive because, let me ask the students, your two least favorite subjects, fundamentals of electricity, forms and records? This faculty member taught them both. Jean Jacques, please come on up. All right, one more student selected award. This is the Spirit of an AMT Award. Spirit of an AMT Award is a special recognition presented to a student who truly represents the values of this program. It's not about the highest grades or technical ability alone. It's about professionalism, work ethic, and how you show up for others. It's almost like that's a recurring theme tonight, huh? This award begins with the students. They nominate a peer who consistently leads by example, supports their classmates, and takes pride in the work. Those nominations are then reviewed and confirmed by faculty. Hang on, I lost my place. This year's recipient is involved, dependable, and driven. They do not cut corners. They push themselves and the people around them to be better. They take responsibility in a safety-critical environment. They represent the kind of technician and teammate every hangar needs. Please join me in congratulating the recipient of this year's Spirit of an AMT Award, along with a brand new set of Snap-on pliers, Rick Armstrong. Alrighty, so like I said, it takes a lot to get your A&P. Some of our students have completed all of that. Some have gotten portions of it, but are going to finish it very soon, January for a lot of you. But regardless, I do want to recognize the students that went above and beyond and got those certifications before this evening. So if you will, when I call your name, please come up and just line up along the front of the stage here. Rick Armstrong. I know, he's getting tired. Gio Garcia. Ryan Miller. Ryan Raposo. And Brighton Turner is the final fully certified A&P mechanic. Yeah, get up there, Carson. All right. Stay where you are. The following students have already completed their airframe certificate. Ryan Denholm. Ashish Dutta. Toussaint Gale. Justin Gullidge. Dave Howard. Jeremy Latendry. Jay Lithgow. Damakor Menti. Dong Nguyen. Wesley Penn and Marissa Verkart. All right, so if you'll bear with me for just a second as I tap into my previous life here. To all who shall see these presents greetings, know ye that reposing special trust and confidence in the integrity, diligence, and professional competence of all of these mechanics, who having demonstrated superior skill and knowledge in accordance with the FAA regulations, has successfully passed the FAA written, oral, and practical exams, and has met the requirements to obtain certification as an aviation maintenance technician with the airframe and/or power plant endorsements. This achievement reflects a commitment to excellence and a dedication to the highest standards of aviation maintenance. Given under the authority of Cape Cod Community College and the Federal Aviation Administration on this 19th day of December, 2025, this certificate is awarded in recognition of outstanding accomplishment and dedication to the field of aviation maintenance. Go sit down. Get them on their way by. It really is a big deal to get that much work done this close to final exam. So one more congratulations to all our mechanics. So before the students came down, I told them it was vital that they stay in order. So we'll see how that goes. But at this point comes a tradition that marks the official transition from student to aviation professional, the pinning. Professor Maureen Murphy, will you please join us up on stage to read our graduates' names?
As I read each graduate's name, I will also announce honors or high honors they've received. Faculty and staff, please form a receiving line. First up, we have Rick Armstrong. Congratulations. Ryan Denholm. Ashish Duda. Congrats, Ashish. Gio Garcia. Yes. Toussaint Gale. Justin Gulich. Dave Howard. Kat Jimenez Ramirez. Jeremy Latondra. Congrats, Jeremy. Jay Lithgow. Lisa Lopes. Domicor Mentee. Ilvar Marino. Ryan Miller. Duong Nguyen. Congratulations. Wesley Penn. Caspian Phillips. Anthony Radicello. Roshane Ramnat. Ryan Raposo. Revelino Resende. Congrats, Rev. Vincent Swikowski. And finally, Marissa Verkart. Congratulations. All right, and let's give one more big round of applause for all of our graduates.
Thank you, Maureen, for that. As we come to the end of tonight's ceremony, we have one final recognition to make. This recognition is reserved for a student whose performance reflects consistent dedication, discipline, and a commitment throughout the program. Our honor graduate is a student with the highest overall GPA. With a GPA of 3.77, he has distinguished himself through hard work and professionalism. Please join me in welcoming our honor graduate, Dave Howard.
All right. Well, first off, thank you. I'd like to thank, obviously, the board members, faculty here, people from what I refer to as the big college. The guys leading the charge here, Mr. Jones, Sully. He wears a suit now, so Mr. Sullivan, apologies. And I'd like to thank my fellow graduates. I enjoyed every minute, every day with you guys, to be honest. You brought normality back to my life, which I needed a lot of. I'd like to thank my family, because they dealt with me during long periods of no sleep where I could be a little bit grumpy. My main man, Nash, right there. I'd like to thank all the instructors for dealing with all my questions, whether they were appropriate or not. You know, they all had their special way of teaching, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. And I think before I go, just a couple things to my classmates here. Let's keep the bar high. Let's do things with integrity. Let's never stop learning. Let's continue to go out there and ask questions. And before I go, it's getting pretty late.
Thanks, Dave. Well deserved. On behalf of the entire AMT faculty and Cape Cod Community College, I want to congratulate all of our graduates once again. We're proud of you. You earned this moment. To our guests, thank you for being here tonight to celebrate your students. As we close, I ask that everyone remain seated for the recessional. The platform party will exit first, followed by our graduates. And afterward, please enjoy some cake. Anna will be cutting it. And finally, to our students, we know that you have many options when it comes to your education. On behalf of the entire Aviation Maintenance Technology team, thank you for choosing to fly with us. It's been our pleasure having you on board.